I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with a 3-minute cattle market update for Wednesday, April the 12th, where this market has really come to life this week and fairly unexpectedly, and the board's been really strong, and maybe all we need is technical support, and the fundamentals have been good all along, but we've been kind of fighting this market, but finally they say we've got some technical support, and maybe that's all we need is charts and graphs to show us the way. But you look at the board here, live cattle futures on the June contract, Monday was up 50 cents, Tuesday up $1.40 to end the day on Tuesday at 113.70. Now look at your April spot contract. We've been talking about whether cash was going to have to come down to it or if it was going to come up, and nobody had much faith that the spot futures were actually going to come up. But just so far this week, your April's been up $3.20 to 123.25, and it's about to run down this cash, especially if we lose any more ground this week. But we should have a head of steam to at least hold steady money or get another buck or two. Feeder cattle May contract, Monday was up $1.50, Tuesday up $1.95 to end the day on Tuesday at 137.32, and your April spot feeder futures at 137.17, and you can't get that for an 800-pound steer, so that's trading at a premium to what the cash market is, and the cash market's been higher, but it can continue to get higher yet as we go on through the week. Your weighted average on last week's fat cattle trade on just 51,300 head. That's about half what we've been used to here of late. But give it to those feedlot guys really for holding in there. That's another reason for all this positive bullish nature this week, because they didn't give in to lower bids. They know that the packers are going to need the cattle, and I expect packers to come in here either today or tomorrow and start buying some cattle. If they can't wait again till late Friday and figure they're going to do anything, we'll see what happens on the Fed Cattle Exchange if they tip their hand on that deal or not. But they haven't been wanting to for the last several weeks. But last week's trade was established at 126 and 127, but with all those little lower deals and some of them for 3 or 4 week delivery, that hurt the weighted average for the 5 area feeding region. That's what most everybody's paid upon. It's a shame they're not going to get as much money just waiting on everybody else to trade than the guys that are in there fighting tooth and nail to get more. But your weighted average on live steers was 124.33, down 305. Now your heifers, your live heifers were about $1 better than that. And dressed steer weighted average was 198.01, down $7. But your dressed heifers were about $1 more than that. But not sure why it happened that way. But you ought to think about feeding some heifers if you're just a steer feeder. But the slaughter this week has been pretty good. 228,000 just for the first 2 days of the week. That's 5,000 better than last week, and also 5,000 better than the same week a year ago. Box beef cutout values have been rebounding. Everything is looking good and lining up, which it has been, but we just lacked the board support, and now we're starting to get it. We heard news early this week that perhaps President Trump and China's president had a discussion, and it appears that something's happened there, that they're going to start expanding. We're going to expand our exports of ag products to China. That's part of them getting along so well, but it looks like that's going to happen. Actually, China lifted the ban on beef several months ago, but we haven't really seen that come to fruit. But now they're acting like maybe they are going to start taking more of our beef, and that would be great if they did. But look at your feeder cattle markets. Oklahoma City on Monday at 8,200 head. Feeders were $2 to $5 higher. Calves $3 to $6 higher. Joplin at 6,100. Feeders there steady to $3 higher, and calves were steady. Your real-time index on Beef Market Central has gained $1.40 so far this week from the end of the week close last week. It's at 132.55, and we're really seeing the market come together. We're not seeing a big spike in stocker cattle, and we don't hear much about stocker cattle now. Pretty much any lightweight cattle are going to be new crops all those stockers that everybody wanted for that quick come on to turn out on grass, they've already been bought up and they're already gone. So the lighter weights, they can still be stockers, but they're not going to be true stockers like a calf weight yearling, what we really like to turn out in the spring. But those cattle are all gone. But you can still turn those calves out, but they're sure enough calves, and they're not going to give you the gain and then that early quick come on that some of those older cattle would have. But you can still get those in the southeast on order if you can get it across to your order buyer what you want. But you look at OKC West on Wednesday or Tuesday for the calf sale. They had 3,300 head of calves, and then they'll have another big run of yearlings here on Wednesday. But fully $5 to $10 higher, so just everything is catching hold of this bullish nature. I want to talk about a market that you won't see anywhere else, not reported by anyone else, and actually not reported on Cattle Market Central, but I'm going to report it here on the 3-minute market update. West Point, Nebraska, a market that's owned by the Shaben family there out of Iowa, but they've really started having some good sales. It's in a big farmer feeder area there in Nebraska. They had 2 short loads of 570-pound steers on Monday at $187.75. Wow. They had 2 short loads of 673-pound steers, bring $167. You won't see prices like that anywhere else, guys. And 2 big loads of 884-pound steers at $139.50. And that's a market to boast about, even though it doesn't get a whole lot of advertisement. But that's 3 minutes. We'll talk to you on Friday.